Hey, what's up everybody, Nexel here. Today we're playing Kingdom Hearts Union Cross and Kingdom Hearts Dark Road. So we did get a new event in Dark Road happening today. You get 30 tries a day, so we've got quite a bit of grinding to do on that game. I did it, I think, 3 times. 3 times I've done the Wyvern mission, but we still have like 27 more times to go, which is pretty wild. It seems like that kind of quest is something about like passives, you know, defeating the Wyvern X amount of times, but we'll get to that later when we start playing Dark Road. So for right now, what we're going to do, we're going to be playing Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. We've got quite a few quests to take care of today. So let's see what we've got. I know we've got our daily gem challenge. We've got the close-handed captain mission. What else do we have to do? Oh, and we have to do the monthly gem missions. This one. So we have to do the monthly gems, chasm of challenges, close-handed captain. We'll do the avatar board one. So let's just sweep through our events for the day. Let's see what's going on. KHUX, you are 339 out of 400 Pokemon. That's pretty good. That's literally like 61 left to go. So keep on trucking. Good luck. Umbro, what's going on? How's it going? Good to see ya. KHUX, Toxel is my favorite Pokemon. Your new favorite Pokemon. Toxtricity? Or is it Toxel is in like the small version? Jock Faye, how's it going? It's a derpy, adorable head. There's always something to like about new Pokemon, you know what I mean? Whenever they release a new gen, there's always one Pokemon that people are like a big fan of. Alright, so let's go ahead and hop into our daily missions, doing the gem challenge first. So remember that this is daily, so every day you get a free shot at gems. All you gotta do is really complete the quest. I believe the highest level enemy is only 2,500, which is pretty manageable if you've got the right traits. So even if your sub slot is low, as long as you have the right traits, you should be good on the higher level mission. KHUX, 340 out of 400. What did you catch? What did you catch in the past, like, 2 minutes? KHUX, it's the small version. I love Toxtricity too. There's always something about Stage 2 Pokemon. You know what I mean? Like, for me, it was like Gallade, Typhlosion, Ampharos. I'm trying to think. Luxray was a super sweet Stage 2 Pokemon. What other awesome Stage 2 Pokemon are there? I'm trying to think. There's quite a few. I'm trying to think because I play the Pokemon trading card game a lot. So, not a lot. You know, with everything that's going on lately, I don't even play PTCGO. I really should be playing PTCGO, to be honest. Like, with all that's going on, I might as well be playing, like, the online card game. Earn some free sweet stuff, you know, get some games in for fun, get some practice in. I really want to build the, not the Toxtricity deck, the, KHUX got me thinking Toxtricity. I really want to build the revised Pikarom / Bolton deck. That definitely seems like a deck I'm interested in. And then once it comes out, of course I gotta rock the Gardevoir deck, because Gardevoir decks and me just have a very special history together. If they had an awesome Gallade deck, I would be on top of that, because Gallade's my favorite Pokemon. But they don't, unfortunately, ever give any love to Gallade. Instead, they keep giving it to the counterpart Gardevoir. So, I don't know what the choice was in that. I think Gallade is an awesome Pokemon. Cousin Game Breakers, hello. I recently got into watching your channel. Welcome to the stream. I take it this is your first stream, and if it is, welcome to the community. There's definitely a lot of great people here that have been with me more or less since I had like 100 subs. So you've come to the right place if you want to talk, hang out, and then as always, my Discord is available in case you want to talk about like Kingdom Hearts. I also play Star Ocean Anamnesis, and then I do other games as well. So it looks like the highest level is actually only 2,000, which is very easily manageable. Very easily managed if you've got the right traits. And remember what I say about any time you ever pull a medal, you really got to dig deep and max out those traits. It's not enough to get the medal, but you also have to max out the traits. So I know people say like, oh, it's a 5-pull Mercy, you know, it's like 15,000 jewels. Realistically, you're spending about 17 to 18,000. You spend pretty much an extra pull's worth just making sure you got the right traits. The traits are what make the medal more impervious to the future, makes it more future-proof. KHUX, purple is your favorite color? That sounds like a SpongeBob quote. It definitely sounds like a SpongeBob quote. Umbro, Victini is my favorite Pokemon with Shaman as a close second. Ah, you like those pseudo mysteries then. So you like Jirachi, Celebi, what other pseudo? I'm trying to think of what the other pseudo legendaries are. Like Mew. Mew's like a pseudo legendary. I guess not. Pseudo-legendary is not the correct word. It's like the solo non-trio one. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think of what other Pokemon are like that. So I know, okay, so it was Mew, then it was Celebi, then it was Jirachi, then I think it was Shaman. I think Sinnoh was Shaman. Because Sinnoh was also the God tier Pokemon, so Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia. So I'm pretty sure it was Shaman for that generation. Then after that generation, I think was Victini. And then now I'm trying to remember what's the legendary for this one. Is it that monkey? I don't remember if it's the monkey. Let's see, Kyoka. Also, that evolve requirement for Milcry also was Farfetch'd. Milcry. I'm trying to remember what was the evolution requirement. Kyoka. It's because Gardevoir is incredibly popular. I know, but why can't Gallade be popular too? It's literally like almost the same evolution line, like almost verbatim the same evolution line. So in regards to this this mission that we're doing, the returning avatar parts one, this one should be a cakewalk. It's more or less free avatar parts for players, and I recommend all players do these free avatar part ones because sometimes for certain missions it really matters that you have the right perks on. Especially if you're new, the perks matter more in the beginning than they definitely do towards the end. Like skill perk is pretty necessary for some people earlier on because they don't have all these attack boost maxes. I definitely still rock out the rare item perk and the rare enemy perk. I definitely take advantage of that when they release quests like farming quests that give you event coins, or ones where it's like, oh, the golden trichloma comes up every once in a while and will specifically drop gems. Things like that. I've definitely used the rare item drop perk and the rare enemy perk. So I always advise people, you know, if the event is easy, just do it. You know what I mean? Like, there's almost no consequence. It takes like 10 seconds. You really don't even have to be paying attention because if you got the right buffer, it takes it out on its own. Like, Nominate alone should be able to take out this enemy no problem. See, and it's on like wrong slot, wrong everything. So just do the free missions, do the easy ones, because you never know if that item drop perk is going to come back for you. That rare enemy perk is going to be helpful. I'm pretty sure there's a useless one. I think the raid boss perk is a useless one now that we have missions that instantly summon the raid boss. It mattered before because it was the difference between running into the mission once or twice, but now it doesn't matter because they give you exactly enough eggs on the first run just to summon the boss right away. Quite frankly, it doesn't make much sense to even do the mission that summons the boss. They might as well just have the bosses like instantly loaded and you just keep running in there. Luigi, yo, what's going on, bro? How's it going? Cousin Game Breakers, my favorite Pokemon is Dragonite. Oh, that's the pseudo-legendary. The dragon for the season is always the pseudo-legendary. So, like, Dragonite, Salamence. I guess Salamence and Flygon were, like, they dueled up. Tyranitar. Tyranitar's not a dragon, I know, but it was, like, that generation pseudo-legendary. What else is there? Garchomp. Garchomp was another pseudo-legendary belonging to Cynthia. Jockfey, Genesis or so, the alien. Genesis? Mythicals, Luigi, that's what they're called, Mythicals. Yeah, I was like, pseudo-legendary is not the right word. Pseudo-legendary is what describes, like, Dragonite and stuff. Let's see. Kyoka. I also got a shiny Eevee off a surprise trade. Very, very nice. That's super awesome. It evolves into Alcremie when holding a sweet when its trainer spins and strikes a pose. The form it evolves to depends on the time of day and the length of the spin. Okay, I know what you're talking about. The ice cream Pokemon, right? Or maybe it's like more like cream puff Pokemon. I don't know, really. It's some sort of dessert. Like, sometimes they get really creative with the Pokemon, and then sometimes it's just ice cream. And not to say that they didn't already use ice cream for Vanillish. Let's see. Julka, what's going on? How's it going? Kyoka, and whether the trainer was spinning clockwise or counterclockwise, it's also dependent on the type of suite that's held. See, that's so crazy. I'm definitely 99% sure there have been people that hunted for all forms of that Pokemon. Leaf on the Wind, yo, what's going on? Nexel dropping in to say, yo, have a great stream tonight. Oh, you can't stick around? Just dropping by to say hi. No worries. I appreciate the hello. I hope everything's going good. Jacques Fay, because Gardevoir equals waifu somehow. It's a Pokemon. It is a children's Pokemon, you monsters. Sean, when you do farming quests like Alias, should you max your item drop perk or your rare enemy perk? In that case, I say the rare enemy perk is far more important, because when it comes to the Alias event, I've actually had far more success summoning something with the rare enemy perk, and I'm pretty sure, actually, I'm trying to think of the Alias quest. I'm pretty sure that the final enemy always drops something. I could be wrong, but I thought that the final enemy always drops something. It was anywhere between like 60 to 240 coins based on if Steel 3 activates. But I'm pretty sure the regular enemy always drops something, so you're better off just having the gift shadow pop up. Kyoka Flagon wasn't a pseudo. It depended on certain stats. Metagross. Good call. Umbra, 3rd gen pseudos are Salamence and Metagross. I just want Rainbow Alcremie. I wonder what the shiny versions of all of them look like. Have they not released that yet? I'll be honest, I'm not too savvy on Pokemon. I really just play the trading card game, and then I play some Pokemon Go every once in a while. Umbra Gardevoirs are waifu, but they're male Gardevoirs. Ah, see? They could be husbandos too. People aren't paying attention. Sean, cool, good to know. Yeah, that's been my general approach, and I usually end up, like, since it's such an easy farming quest, it costs like 5 AP. You can, if you have max AP, you can literally do it, like, how many times is that? 80? No, not 80. That's not how math works. We're just gonna crank out the math with our good old calculator. It's always a good idea to have a calculator on hand, because you can always just not look like a fool and do the math that way. You can do the mission 40 times with a full AP bar. So I don't expect it to be too hard for some people, but in case you want to just maximize on time, I would definitely give priority to the rare enemy perk. All right, close-handed captain. This miserly monster has an ability that lowers your strength and one that paralyzes you. Oh, paralyzes us? What are we gonna do about that? Yeah. See, this is why I always tell people, load your buffer with the status resist, because you're gonna bring it in every single time. Like, loading up your buffer on status resist, I think, is such an ace quality play that people don't take advantage of. Because, again, I could use this nominate on any Keyblade. It works on all of them. So having paralysis resist 100% means, to some extent, I always have paralysis covered. So that's why I always tell people, load up your buffer with the resist, because that's what you're going to be using every single time. Alright, well anyways, we've got a green enemy here, so we want to be rocking out a red setup. So let's go ahead and grab our Fenrir. I think our Fenrir is more powerful than our Darkgnaw. I have a feeling as count becomes more relevant, the Darkgnaw becomes less relevant. So I think this is the right setup. Let's go ahead and swap out that Rage Form Sora, since we have an Ansem the Wise. Actually, what does this have on it? 9 max gauge 2 is definitely not what you want to see. What does this have? 11 max gauge 2? We're going with the 11 max. That's like 40%, I think, more damage. Solomon Chems, I'm just going to be vibing in the background while working. No worries. We're honestly not going to be streaming for too much. We're just going to try and crank out the close-handed captain, and then we'll try and crank out the monthly gems, and then we'll switch over to Dark Road and do the Wyvern quest a little bit. So it's really just going to be a super chill stream. I still have work that I want to do tonight. I just work better sometimes a little bit later in the evening. So in this weird little gap where it's like still sort of sunny, but also not sort of sunny, we're going to play games. And then after this, we'll go back to work. Gabriel, what's rockin', man? We're talking about Pokemon, actually. Kyoko, working on getting baby Pokemon and evolving the version exclusives right now. Also, Alcremie is based on a shortcake. A shortcake, that's why it is. That's why its Dynamax is a giant cake. Makes perfect sense. Umbra, my favorite non-mythical Pokemon is Umbreon because of the way it's shiny, and I like Pokemon Coliseum a lot. Pokemon Coliseum was a pretty sweet game. That's the one where you're catching the dark Pokemon, right? And your two partners are, Eevee, or I'm sorry, Espeon and Umbreon, right? That was definitely a good Pokemon RPG game. And that's hard for me to say, because, like, aside from the main games, it's hard to say there's, like, good Pokemon RPGs. All right, let's go ahead and rock out. I think actually upright or reverse doesn't really matter. So let's go ahead and grab a Sephiroth here, because that should work, because Sephiroth is power metals, not... It does a power metal buff, not a reverse metal buff. See, look at how fast this text just races across. Like, this is why I made the template, because, like, look at how fast this rolls along. Like, you have to stop it every 5 seconds just to read it. Not even 5 seconds, that's even being generous. McBiscuit, I've killed so many watermelons. Honestly, like, a part of me is unable to tolerate that watermelon mission. Like, it's so absurd, the amount that you have to defeat. Granted, I know you get the whole month for it, but, like, how do you go from 100 to 200, and then the final quest is, like, beat 10,000 of them? Like, what kind of sense does that make? And it would make more sense if you fought them in droves, where it's, like, 100 per mission. I think I could level at 100 per mission, but you only fight 9, meaning you have to pay super high amounts of attention just to keep hopping back in there. Like, it's absurd. And then the Mickey card isn't even that awesome either. It's like literally the most basic form of a free card that they could have given. It's nice, it's free, don't get me wrong, but realistically, I think if you want to be good at Dark Road, you're going to have to open with at least like 3-4 pulls. Just to get your feet kicking. Kyoka, I want them to port Coliseum and XD Gale of Darkness. Truthfully, I never got to play Gale of Darkness strictly because I've never found it in stores after its release. Like, by the time I replayed Pokemon Coliseum, I think it was like a solid 8 to 10 years after it first came out on the GameCube, and I was like, you know what, I never beat this game, let's beat it once and for all. And then after that, I was like, yo, let's play Gale of Darkness, but I couldn't find it at like a cost that I wanted to pay for it. Okay, so talking about Union Cross really quickly, we're going to start focusing on like strategizing around level 2,500 because that's where things get difficult. Until then, we're just going to be put on cruise control. We're going to make this super easy, and we'll do some strategy building towards the end, because realistically, like, most people, especially the veteran players, are probably just going to trailblaze through this. They're just going to put everything on auto like I have right now. I don't even think I have supernovas activated. Yeah, I don't even have supernovas activated. So until we hit like 2,500, which is generally the hotspot for when things get difficult, we're just going to be put on cruise control for the next 2 missions. Kyoka, I think the mystery dungeon games are good, but they aren't for everyone. Truthfully, I've never played them. I can't say they're good, and I can't say they're bad just because I've never played them. Jockfei, what do I think about the Pokemon Ranger games? I don't know. I've played the main series games. I played Coliseum, Stadium, Snap, Puzzle League, and I think that's it, actually. I don't know if I played any of the other ones. Let's see. Alright, nothing new with the monster. Pokemon Conquest is where it's at. What is that? I've never heard of that game. Or maybe I have. Maybe I've seen the artwork, but I don't think I've ever heard of it before. Sean, your templates are amazing. Really helps in determining which metals to pull for. Thank you. Honestly, like, that template took me a solid 8 hours of, like, photoshopping and using MS Paint and all this stuff, getting the sizing right and everything. It took me like 8 hours to put that together, and honestly, it's actually not perfect. I actually messed up on something that I really should go back and fix, but I'm going to fix it when they add the next mechanic, because I'm like 80 to 90% sure there's going to be a new mechanic in the next 4 months. But okay, let's take a quick look at where I messed up. Let me get my screenshot first, and then we'll take a look at where I messed up. Oh, see, they even marked where the mission gets hard because they changed the background, and now you're in like this graveyard of ships. Like they marked it where it gets very, very difficult. And they also changed the boss up. But anyways, let me show you where I messed up. So this is the template that we use to describe the metals, and where I messed up, this isn't even an updated template. Let me actually just upload a random one. Let's do KR24. Because I always take the templates off of OBS when I'm done with them. So that way, like, they're not just cluttering the sources tab. Let's see. Let's go here. Let's go metal templates. And let's grab KR24, just as an example. Alright, so I need to update this template mainly because of that part where it says target. So it's kind of a very niche thing to pay attention to, but technically the target only applies to the special attack, because supernova attacks inherently are also attacks. It just so happens that all of them that have been released so far, minus the first like tier 8 supernovas, they hit all targets. At this point, I feel like they're never going to go back to single target supernovas unless they have some sort of tricky mechanic. But that target really should be under the special attack section and not next to the medal itself. So that's the big number one thing that I messed up on. I feel like there was another mistake that I needed to address that I just can't remember where it was. But other than that, it took a lot of planning. It took a lot of thinking, like just figuring out where I wanted to put the stuff. So hopefully this is nice. It's clean. It lets you put the templates on top of each other so you can compare the stats and stuff. Super, super nice. I'm really glad that people are using it, honestly. Let's see what's going on in KHUX. Pokemon Ranger games were fun, but they haven't made a new one in how long? Is that the one that everyone was like waiting for, like mystery dungeon games? Cousin Game Breakers, the Watermelon mission is brutal, especially for free-to-play who only get one free card a day, who weren't lucky enough to pull any of the magic attack cards. Yeah, magic attack cards are broken in Dark Road. Darkface, sadly. Umbra, yep, you're the anti-hero in Coliseum, stealing shadow Pokemon. Oh, okay. Fun fact, in the sequel, the protagonist in Coliseum was supposed to be the antagonist in Gale of Darkness. The idea was scrapped. Interesting, I didn't know that. McBiscuit Melon mission is a bit ridiculous, but I can auto it fairly easy, but it's a bit much. So I can't defeat the huge watermelon on auto. I have to manually defeat that one. ET is real. What's going on? I haven't heard from you in a hot minute. I hope you're doing okay. Red Baron, I also haven't heard from you in a while. I stopped playing Pokemon after Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Honestly, like, I picked up Heart Gold because my brother picked up Soul Silver. I think that game is expensive now. Like, I think even selling it used is expensive because Johto just never gets as much love as any of the other ones. Jockface, Switch free-to-play game equals Pokemon Conquest. I heard the big one is like Pokemon Cafe right now. Solomon Chem's Pokemon Conquest is more strategy RPG, kind of like Fire Emblem. Real lads play Pokemon Shuffle. I've heard Pokemon Shuffle like died though. Like I heard they stopped updating it and now they're just like looping content. ET is real. You should play Pokemon Dash. All y'all play Pokemon. All y'all play the mobile Pokemon games. How do you guys find the time to do that? I'm like struggling just to play Kingdom Hearts, Star Ocean Anamnesis, and Sword Art Online Memory Defrag. Alright, here's our next close-handed captain. So again, this is where things get kind of tricky. So let's limit ourselves because like our subslots are insane. The subslots are absolutely banana sandwich. So let's go ahead and take that out and let's just go in like looking at base stat Keyblades is almost like hard on my eyes. Like, we dropped literally to almost a third of the strength that we normally have. Let's see if we can even beat this thing at 2,500. Alright, so we have to be crafty here. Just because, first of all, the Nominate takes care of our buffs. Super sweet. Let's go ahead and do our one-turn buff. We just want the percent bonus. So let's get Rage Form Sora out here. And then let's auto the rest of this turn. I honestly don't know if we'll be able to beat it. Which is kind of sad to say just because, like, wow, look at that health. Oh, actually, I think we got it. I think with Supernova attacks, turn 2, we definitely get stronger. Yeah, I think we got this. Maybe we should nerf ourselves a bit more. And only use, like... How should we nerf ourselves? Yeah, no, we got this. See, this is the importance behind traits, because even if your subslots suck, you can at least make up for it with traits. Alright, well now since we've got the Renova Shion, let's just go ahead and activate the 2 reverse medals. Because those give 2-turn buffs. So, they give 2-turn buffs, then we activate the Shion, then we get them back again, and then we activate the 2-turn buffers again, but it looks like we don't even need to do that. But yes, traits... Like, there's certain things in this game that have, like, the best amount of value, even though you don't see it. So it's things like traits. It's things like subslots. It's things like the Keyblade multipliers. Like, everyone talks as if medals are the #1 most important thing in this game, and it's important to be able to attack and stuff like that, but they're not the thing that maintains value. Like, medals are probably the lowest value maintained item in the entire game, which is kind of funny to think about. Like, jewels are more highly valued. Gems directly correlate to Keyblade leveling up, so I'm gonna say that's not a fair comparison. But like, medals, literally outdated 6 months, 10 months, whatever. I've been using level 35 Keyblade since like 2018. Like, I've never leveled any of them up past level 35, except for the Fairy Stars, when it was like the only Keyblade that people played. Like, look at this. Fenrir level. Let me just show you. Look at all these level 35 Keyblades, because honestly, it's enough. Like, your multipliers start to increase slower after level 35, so it's important to hit level 35 first on everything, in my opinion. Except our bad guy breaker, which we just haven't, like, so I want to make a video of leveling it up from 0 to 35. Like, I think that would be awesome. Truthfully, I could level it up all the way to 50 if I wanted to. But getting it up to the shiny point, getting it after all its transformations, that's what we're looking for. But yeah, level 35 is ample amounts. Like, anything past 35 is realistically, in my opinion, it's for clearing like ridiculously, almost impossible-esque missions, or because you're trying to rank super high in PvE or PvP Coliseum. Like, those are the only times I've really seen it matter, leveling it up past level 35. Don't get me wrong, it's important to increase your Keyblade's multiplier, but like, I've never had the need to. I guess I can use this as like a reference point to say that you don't need level 50 Keyblades to pass. Like, level 35 Keyblades do you a lot of justice. Even level 20 Keyblades do some fair justice. Is it 20 or 25? I think it's 20. I think it's 20, actually. Alright, let's see what's going on in chat. Luigi, Black 2 is the best Pokemon game in your opinion. I've never played the 2 versions. I only played Pokemon White. White? No, I played Black. I got Reshiram. So I don't know how 2 went. I don't know what made it any different than the first set, but it was alright. It was a fun game. I think I actually really like Pokemon X, because that was when they changed it up to more of like the 3 dimensions. Solomon, I played it a very long time ago. Oh, Pokemon Shuffle. I see what you're getting at. Red Baron, how's it going next? I used to play Pokemon religiously, even some of the spin-off games like Dash and Pinball. You played Pokemon Pinball? I actually heard that game was super duper fun. Kyoka, I play like 10 mobile games. Oh, but no job at the moment. No worries. All right. Take care of your mind. Take care of your mind. Have some fun. And then, you know, when you're ready, get back to the grind. We all got to get back at some point. Solomon, the last main game series I played was Sun and Ultra Moon. So the funny thing is, I've actually never played Sun or Ultra Sun or Moon or Ultra Moon. Realistically, I should. I just don't know why I didn't. Like, I even started Omega Ruby and haven't continued playing it since like a few months ago, before like COVID started happening. Let's see. Umbra, I'm just playing the factory sealed Star Fox 64 3DS game I got from a local Walmart for dirt cheap. Yo, Star Fox 64 was like the pinnacle of Star Fox games. I'd even argue that it was better than Star Fox Assault, and I loved Star Fox Assault because it was a shout out to Star Fox 64. But man, like the ones where you switch between the Landmaster and the R-Wing, and then in Assault you got to travel on foot, which you didn't do as in Star Fox 64. I'm trying to remember. There was 3 vehicles. It was the Landmaster, the R-Wing, and then was it like a submarine? I'm trying to remember what the 3rd vehicle was. I don't remember. Let's see. Sean, why am I torturing yourself not using subslots? It's hard to watch because, like, honestly, the game is like not to sound arrogant or narcissistic or anything like that. For what I've got, the game's actually kind of easy. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't struggled passing any of the content, and I haven't pulled for, like, I literally have had the same magic staple for the past 8 months. Actually, at this point, I think 9 months at this point. So, like, I don't know. The game's not as challenging in terms of like making me think, because like I have too many tier 10s. It fills the sub slots. Like I don't know why whales brag about how awesome they do, because like the content part becomes very, very easy once you start rolling. Like once, like this is the way I always describe it to like my viewers, is that when you start off, you're like here, you know, missions aren't super difficult, you know, you get all these free jewels, you've got enough to do a few mercies here and there, and then you start to lose all the free jewels. There's no more story quests, like you're having a really hard time passing content, and then you hit this point where you feel like you're doing really bad and the game makes you want to pay money in order to keep you relevant. But if you keep persisting, if you keep, you know, figuring out what the right staples are, you eventually keep getting better and better and better, and then you just peak and you just level off, and like everything is super easy after a point. So like we gotta nerf ourselves somehow, you know, we gotta make it so that it's relatable to people that are struggling, because people that start playing the game, they don't have level 35 keyblades, they don't have like 5 medals all with ground and aerial on them. So I like to limit myself in order to make games more fun. Like for example, I did a Kingdom Hearts run where you only use the Kingdom Key, and that was back in the PS2 days of it, back before like you had reaction commands in Kingdom Hearts 1 and stuff like that. So I like limiting myself on games that I find easy, because it just kind of makes me feel better as a player, you know, being able to like hone my skills that way rather than just trying to find all the shortcuts. But if I suck at a game, like I'm going to use all the crazy broken mechanics that I can. Like there was a time I was really bad at Resident Evil 4, and so once we were able to get the hand cannon, we were just unstoppable. Jockfei, I think Heart Gold and Soul Silver are the best 2 Pokemon games because 2 regions. What was the second region? Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I thought it was just Johto. Kyoka, also the Galar evolution for Mr. Mime is really creepy. Yeah, what is it? Mr. Mime? Not Mr. Mime. Mr. What's his name? Sir Mime? I don't remember. Ebony, yo, Nexel, what's up? Just stopping by to say hey and have a nice evening. You too. I hope everyone here is having a fantastic evening. Solomon, or morning, or afternoon, or midway through the night, wherever you are, whatever time it might be. Solomon Kern's Black White 2 is the only set of actual sequels. Oh, so it does continue off. Okay. I mean, Gold Silver is technically a few years after Gen 1 games. They're all like, Ash has traveled to all of them. They're all like in some sort of line. Luigi, X and Y had bad post-game, still good games. That's true. I didn't really do much after I beat the main story. But truthfully, I actually don't explore, like, the last Pokemon game where I went really heavy into it after beating it was Emerald. And that's because in that day, there was no other way to get the Johto starters. So you had to beat Emerald. You had to, like, get 100% on the Pokédex. And I did it because Cyndaquil is my favorite starter. So I had to go for my boy Cyndaquil. Kyoka, I hate Gen 7. Which one's Gen 7? I honestly don't know them by names. I know them by region. Jockfei, fun fact, the Y and X games released were the last PokeCon. Wait, as in the last Pokemon convention was around the X and Y series? Kyoka, it just felt like tonal whiplash. Gradual change is fine, but changing so much at once just can cause a whiplash effect. Is X and Y Gen 7? But my favorite Star Fox games is Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Ha 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 ha. I do like the 3DS a lot. I checked the store I went to recently. Seems I got the last copy. $5? What? For an ace quality game like Star Fox 64? That's awesome. Solomon, Gen 7 is up there as one of my favorites, but a variety of personal reasons. Johto games both have Johto and Kanto. Oh, I see. Oh, wait. I think I remember that, actually. Yeah, after you beat Johto. That's right. John Lemon, just sitting here playing Kingdom Hearts Junior Cross, wondering one thing. When are we going to see a Tronsora medal? We have a Tronsora medal. We have one. It already exists. Should be tier 5, if I remember correctly. See? Here it is. Kingdom Hearts 2. SP Sora. It was a high score challenge event way back in, I think, like 2017. I think is the advent of tier 5s. But yeah, we have a Tronsora. We just never got a reprint of him, but we got Tronsora. Luigi, Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I think those are good. Like, I heard really good things about them. People are big fans of, like, Cynthia and... Or not Cynthia. Like, Lily and Gladion, Lusamine, Guzma. Gen 7 is Sun and Moon. Oh, I heard those were good. Any of the medals currently worth pulling? No. None of them. Save. Save, save, save. Pizzette Alforno, it's currently 4 a.m. in my place, and the funniest thing is that I'm listening to you while farming the last things I miss on Dokkan Battle. Yo, that's awesome that you're tuning in. Honestly, I truly appreciate it. Red Baron, John Lemon, we had a Storatron medal in the past. It's old. Yeah, I think that was the one I showed him. Because Red Baron, I know you've been following me for, like, what feels like almost forever. Sean, you think we'll ever see a Yozora medal? Like, it seems like everyone's waiting for it. Okay, so everyone's waiting for, like, the next big game-changing buffer medal. The reason we think it's Yozora is just because, like, he's such a big aspect right now. Like, I think people are expecting it to be Yozora, but I don't expect any Yozora medals to come out until the next canon Kingdom Hearts game comes out. Because there's so many other medals that they could be doing. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many different ones that they haven't released yet. So yeah, I think there's other medals on the way before Yozora comes along. I feel like we've got a lot of Remind medals that could be released. Sasha. Anyone in... First of all, Sasha, I haven't heard from you in a long time. I really hope that everything is going okay. Anyone in chat beat The Last of Us Part 2? And if you did, what did you think about it? I'm going to say, for respect of privacy for other people, to not talk about spoilers. Because I personally don't care if you talk about The Last of Us 2. But someone else might. So for that, I'm going to have to say head to Discord and use the spoiler alert thing. Jock Faye, yes, when X and Y came out as the last PokeCon. Sorry for the bad... No, honestly, like, I just want to understand. Truthfully, like, anyone who says their English is bad, and I always get this, they speak another language almost so perfectly, so beautifully, it's like music to my ears. So the fact that I'm, like, 1.5 lingual is, like, sad in comparison to, like, 90% of the world that speaks one language plus English. Like, the fact that they decided to take up English is amazing. So, no worries about the grammar. You know, we're all friends here. We're all trying to understand each other. Kyoka. Oh, you're rating them. See, I feel like I didn't like Sinnoh. I don't know why. I just didn't like the Sinnoh region. Gabriel Sun and Ultra Sun are not good. Really? Why is it that? Oh man, it must be really old. I started playing late 2017, like 2018, and I want, like, Dream Drop distance medals that aren't sub-slots. Yeah, honestly, they should have brought back that high score challenge mechanic. Like, the good high score challenge mechanic. Not the ones where they give you, like, gems. Yippee. Let's see. Wait, Gabriel and John, do you know each other from somewhere else? I know Mystic Messenger because I have a friend that was really, really into those, like, those sim games. And I would hear so much about 7 that I didn't even know what to do with my brain. Luigi, fellow Dokkan fan, how many stones saved? See, this is the good thing about, like, chat. You know, you meet people that do the same thing you do. It's awesome. John Lemon, I think they'll do data medals. Exactly. Like, there's so many Remind medals that they could be doing. Whoop. Sasha, your message got flagged. But yeah, I remember you. Again, it's been like a solid year, I think, since I last heard from you. But, like, it's good to see you again. Umbra, I like the Alolan games. I was neutral but warmed up to them after seeing Sword and Shield at launch. Sword and Shield is Galar. Solomon Kerms, it reminds me of home. Reminds me of home. Since I lived in Hawaii and also played Gen 7 at a time. That's awesome. Like, when they said they based it out of Hawaii, I was like, yo, that's so sweet. Now I think we're in... What region is Galar based off of? I'm trying to remember. SM was a terrible game. If they sell Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, like DLC, it was okay, but the price of a new game... Oh, yeah, no, that was kind of annoying. Because I heard it was like the same game, but they added stuff to it. Pizzette, I'm currently at... Oh, this is Dokkan stuff that I don't understand at all. Red Baron, I agree with what you said about the game being easy. I'm using the same metals and keyblades every mission. PvE Coliseum is the only thing that challenges it. Yeah, exactly. Like, the ranking stuff. That's what makes, like, this game hard, is that everyone wants to beat each other. But when it comes to, like, the actual meat of the game, which is, like, content, it's not too bad. Like, after a certain point, you just level off. It's like they squeezed out everything they needed out of you, and they stopped making content worthwhile. I hated Diamond and Pearl, but love Platinum and fixed Diamond and Pearl. Oh, did it really? Because I remember Diamond was the first one for the DS, which was super sweet. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's get back to the mission. I call this a Union Cross, like, stream, but we are barely playing. And we've got a lot to get through. Now that we're reading chat, we've got a lot to get through. Alright, so this is where things start to get kind of difficult. So again, our buff should be going off. Nominate should be taking care of that. Then we activate one Supernova attack. Let's activate Rage Form. Because it adds like the minimal amount of strength. It only lasts for one turn. And it gives us that 300% bonus, which is what we're looking for. Because what we're doing is essentially we're loading up all our two-turn buffers for the second turn. That way on the third turn, we just proc all of our Supernovas. We're super ridiculously strong. So that's the pro strat whenever you have two-turn buffers and Supernova or new metals, is to just activate some garbage one on the first turn. Because remember, there's 3 total turns. There's your first turn, there's your HP recovery turn, and then there's your second chance turn. So the first turn, you just use some whatever garbage Supernova metal, just so that you can get the special attack bonus. And then in the second turn, you activate all your two-turn buffers, because that lasts from turn 2 going into turn 3, and then if you have Supernova or new, you reproc those, activate them again, and now you got more strength between turn 2 and 3, and then finally, because you're super strong turn 3, you just activate the rest of them. So what we're going to do, we're going to activate our nominees, get our buffs back, make sure we're ready to go. Now we activate our two-turn buffers, which are going to be the Reaper, Sephiroth, and Cloud. And then what we do here is we proc the Xion, because Xion reprocs both of our reverse buffers. So then we get the Reaper and we get Sephiroth back. And then turn 3, once we're super strong, because again, all our two-turn buffs stacked up, we're going to activate both the Nominate and the Lingering Will, giving us an additional plus 10,000 or plus 9,000 strength right there. And I think that should be enough. Yeah, no, I think we even got it before that. Oh, yeah, no, we're rocking. We are rocking. Yeah, we didn't even need to get to turn 3. Let's go. Galar was the United Kingdom. I see, okay. See, it's so cool how they, like, started to base it, or I guess not started, but continued to base it off of, like, real-life places. Like, I feel like I didn't realize that until Alola. Umbra, I see Sword and Shield's battle like a cooking competition. For each match, you can win by cooking a single Hot Pockets from a microwave. What? John Lemon, one problem I have with Union Cross right now is they need to release a new reverse magic metal that's good, unlike Xehanort that was released and was not good. The best reverse metals is Damix. I would say my best reverse metal is the Rock Troll right now, but there really hasn't been a lot of reason for me to use it. You know what I mean? Like, there hasn't been a use reverse magic metals. It's mainly been use a reverse metal in general, and for that, I've got Dark Riku rockin'. Alright, we're still doing these missions subslot lists, so let's see how we can do. Even subslot lists. And remember, multipliers in this game are just the best thing. Like, multipliers in this game are what makes the world go round. It's not your medals, because, like, you can have bad medals, but if your multipliers are high enough, it covers you. Alright, let's get Rage Form in here. Oh, so the reason I activated Rage Form instead of Lingering Will is because Rage Form is a speed metal. It doesn't get any of the buffs from our power metals, so there was no real reason for me to activate Lingering Will first, when in the second turn, or the third turn even, Lingering Will gets all the power buffs from Sephiroth, Cloud, all the copyings. So yeah, so we should be good here. So let's activate the rest of our metals. Now, the thing that's worrying me a little bit is the count, but remember that when it comes to count, it means you can use recovery buffing, which is a really disgustingly broken mechanic. The only thing is that since we have 2-turn buffers, recovery buffing is less relevant. But I still think we've got this. Maybe. We have to see. We have to see how the damage plays out. Okay. So that takes away our first turn. Now we've got our second chance turn. So it looks like after it attacks... That's weird. After it attacks, it cures its magic and speed debuffs, and then takes away our magic and speed buffs, which is weird because power would be the one that it wants to take away. So I'm not really sure why it did that, but we don't complain. So let's go ahead, activate our 2-turn buffers, because why not? Activate the cloud. And actually that order matters, because remember that the supernova attack inherits the multiplier of the Keyblade slot. So for example, the Reaper is on my 4th slot, so it's got that 4th slot multiplier going for it, whereas Sephiroth is in the friend slot, which generally actually, now that I think about it, I think the friend slot actually has the lowest multiplier out of all of them. So let's actually activate the friend one first, and then we'll activate ours, and then we proceed to go ham. So the order of the supernova attacks matters for strength because it matches with how far on the Keyblade it is. So for example, Cloud, because he's on my 5th slot, is likely going to have a higher damage output than the Reaper, who's on the 4th slot. Pizzette Alforno, by the way, I think these one-day banners with all boosted medals are better than the normal Mercy. I know it's still RNG, but the day 1 banner, you can find a lot of useful medals or sub-slots instead. A Mercy where you only pull for 1 medal. So the big thing that I have against those supernova deals or whatever, it's super great for sub-slots, which everyone needs to start rocking at least like tier 7 and up sub-slots. It's super good for that reason, but having no traits is so detrimental. Like, honestly, if you told me I could have the best medal in the game and it would have no traits, I'd be like, I don't know. Like, I'd prefer a medal with traits because the enemy's defense is just way too high. Getting extra attack can be super de-duper broken. So I think traits are just too important to ignore. You know what I mean? Like, it's great if you've got, like, a medal that's having a trait sale in the Moogle shop or something like that. You could pick them up 10 at a time. You got the medal for like 3,000 jewels, which is super nice. But if you ended up with, like, let's just say Final Fantasy VII Remake Sephiroth. Let's say you had 5 copies and none of them had traits. Like, on the higher end missions, like the level 5,000 enemies, you're still only cranking out 1 piece of damage at a time. And it's just like, at that point, who cares if you got the best medal if it can't do any damage? So that's my thought on those one-day banners. Like, they're good for fun. They're good for sub-slots, but I don't think they're as broken as people think they are. And you can still get tier 8s in them. Keep that in mind. You can still get tier 8 supernovas. Let's see. Gabriel. Oh, you're talking to Lemon. No worries. Pizzette, honestly, I'm saving my jewels for a new buffer. That's a good idea. Japanese regions were gens 1 through 4. US was gen 5. France was gen 6. Hawaii was gen 7. It's just awesome. Like, it's cool that they base off real life places. I'm a big fan. John Lemon, Dark Riku OP, but honestly, does anyone else think there should be a universal trait medal? I think that'd be a good idea, honestly. Because, like, even, okay, let's just say you get the universal trait medal. Like, it could still end up not being what you wanted. You know, I think that's a level of fairness because there's like 11 traits out there. Okay. Alright, sounds good. Let's keep rocking. Where are we? This is turn 3. We've activated the Nominee, so let's go ahead and activate these guys. And if we don't beat it this turn, then we'll have to do something like sub-slots because this is like our best power setup. Ooh, it's getting to be kind of tight in terms of how difficult this is going to be. Truthfully, I don't think we got it. I don't think we got the sauce. Oh, maybe we do. Oh, I think we got it. I think we got it. Come through, Sephiroth. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Red Baron, universal trait medals might defeat the purpose of the traits in the Moogle store, though. See, I don't agree with that, because if you get a universal trait medal, it could still roll for something that sucks. You know what I mean? Like, let's just say the universal trait medal is 500 jewels, for example. And a trait in the Moogle shop is 5,000 jewels. So it's like, you can buy 10 universal trait medals with the cost of one... definitive I bought ground enemy defense minus 60, something like that. But that's not to say you're going to get the trait you want in 10 rolls. I've done 10 rolls and gotten like defense plus 2,000 like 7 times, and like 5 of them were in a row. So I think that's actually pretty fair, because there's 11 traits. Maybe it's like 1,000 jewels per, or maybe they have to be like, you know, just kind of bonus missions. But because it's still random, I think it's fair game. Solomon, a bit unrelated, but something I value in a gacha game is... do your dupes have value? If you pull something and get dupes, what do you get out of them? I get that. I definitely get that. Like how in Kingdom Hearts, in Dark Road, they did that actually... oh, wait, I definitely don't think we're going to be able to pass this, because this enemy's going to be too strong for us. Because we barely nicked the last one. So I think at this point, we have to use sub-slots. Let's see if we can use nerf medals now. But yeah, that's why I'm glad in Dark Road, if you're like a super mega whale, at least you get shop points at the end. So you can like, shop points in Dark Road are such a good idea, because it's like, I want that. You know what I mean? Like, I spent like $1,000. I didn't get key art number 2 or whatever. I want key art number 2. And it's like, you know what? You spent $1,000 US. Like, you can have one copy of key art 2. Like, who gives a care at that point? You spent so much money. All right, so now we're going to try a nerfed setup, where we limit ourselves to staples, or 1 staple and copies. We get to keep our buffer, though. Because, like, you have to have a solid buffer. You have to. Like, it's like rule numero uno of this game is you gotta have a solid buffer. You gotta. Alright, so subslots are fair game. Let's, how many subslots is actually fair game? Because these are a lot of tier 10s. Let's cut our subslots down to 3. Okay. Alright, let's try this. Let's limit ourselves to 1 staple, which is going to be Cloud, and then a bunch of copy medals. We should be able to get 1 more staple, too. Actually, maybe we can just do this, actually. Maybe we can kind of trick our way in like this. Alright, cool. Let's put our other Lingering Will here. We need some sort of, like, rando medal. Because I think 3 or 4 damage medals is not enough. So maybe 2 staples and times 3 multiplier. Maybe that's fair game? I think that's fair game, right? So we've got these 2 medals, which are like our staple upright power medals. And then we've got our buffer, and it's just a bunch of copy medals after that. And we even nerfed our multiplier down. We nerfed it to 3. Solomon, the other thing I value is having low rarity units being useful. That's how I feel about Star Ocean Anamnesis, because like with the Sphere 211 thing right now, like the low tier units just fill up space, which is super. I know nobody understands like my Star Ocean Anamnesis talk for the most part, but like those low tier units are super de-duper helpful. Alright, so we nerfed our subslots. Now we're down to 3. We're only using copy medals and staples. So let's go ahead, activate this first Lingering Will. Umbra, I wish the try and duel attribute Keyblades got the same slot treatment as the bad guy breaker. As in, like, it didn't matter if they were upright or reverse. Solomon Kern's like, if you have low rarity units at higher investment, that's better, at least equal to to whaling. Yeah, like, that was one of my big gripes about this game, is that it doesn't really reward you for being smart. Like, it really doesn't. Like, no matter what you do in this game, there's always someone who paid more than you that's going to be significantly better than you. Like, it's not even your fault as a gamer. They just like, oh, you know what? They paid $100. They're going to be better than these guys. Which is kind of sad, like, to say that we've hit that level of gaming. You know what I mean? Like, games used to be about skill and, like, knowing what you're doing and stuff. But now it's, like, skill and money. Especially in the mobile game department. At least console games are still golden. Except with DLC. They kind of messed up when they made DLC. Like, it's great that DLC exists because it lets you patch up stuff, but it's also just like, yeah, the game's not done, but, like, we wanted to make you spend money and then make you spend more money on it, which is kind of like dirty treatment right there. Okay, so with the, like, a +3 multiplier, we already, like, we didn't even get to turn 3. So we can maybe even nerf ourselves a little bit more, actually. By the way, I have a 6 Ivy Ditto. Wow. How does that work out? But yeah, I think Keyblades would be more usable if the reverse and upright slots didn't matter like Bad Guy Breaker. So that's absolutely true, but at the same time, so the way a friend explained this to me is that with, like, coding and stuff, you don't just randomly remove parts you don't need anymore. You just leave them alone because you don't know how it affects the rest of the stuff. Alright, so we're back in this little ship graveyard thing, so we'll stay the normal course. It looks like it changed to a blue counter. So, activate all our nominees. Activate the first Lingering Will. This is where it gets a little tricky because this Xion is going to reduce the count by 12 every single turn, which is a lot. Like, we have to somehow manage to keep our count high enough going into the final turn. I think it actually is enough. I think we actually stay above the number. As long as the supernova attacks don't do us in, I think we stay above the number. Okay, so we get taken out there. We come back. Activate our 2-turn buffer, so we're activating Reaper, Sephi. We should have activated Sephi, then Reaper. Then we activate the Renova Xion, get back the Sephi and the Reaper. Then we activate the Cloud after we've been, like, super buffed. And then we just proceed the rest. So again, this is 2 upright power staples, a bunch of copy metals, and our buffer. And honestly, I can't stress it enough, the power of copy metals and buffers are almost limitless. Or at least they have, like, a super high retaining value. Oh, I think we got this. Because we should be entering turn 3 right now, and we still have, like, a full Keyblade setup. We've still got these supernova attacks. And one of the big things, again, that I think the attack could have paralyzed us. But because we've got paralysis resist 100%, we're golden. We're good. Yeah, Solomon. That's what my friend was explaining, because she was, like, a comp sci major. And she was just like, yeah, if something's, like, in there that you don't need, but it doesn't, like, break the game, you just leave it alone. You just don't touch it. Solomon, like, you can't remove all the bottom blocks out of a Jenga tower. Exactly. Exactly. So why not make new Keyblades with these attributes? Truthfully, that maybe is something they're going to explore. It really could be. Okay, so we're going into the final round of this mission. We've got 3 copy metals, our 1 buffer, and then 2 upright power staples. And then we're just going to copy a Sephiroth. And our multiplier is nerfed. We've got a multiplier of +3 right now. Alright, so as always, we'll activate our buffer. Ooh, the count even got lower, I think. This will be fun. Let's activate the Lingering Will. I think we can activate Xion all the way. I think so. Let's see, it's 15. This brings it up to 19. I think the second turn we're going to have to skip one. Or I think we should have skipped one in general. Let's see how this plays out. Let's see if we can still fix this. No. I think we're actually good. Because the Nominate, the Supernova Nominate gives us +5, I think. So we get hit here. Nominate proc. Nominate proc. More Nominate procs. Yeah, so it fixes our count for us. So the Nominate fixes the count for us. And then we go Sephi, Reaper, Renova, Sephi, Reaper, Cloud, and then we proceed to go ham. So this thing's got a 25 count, and we bring it down to 13, but we're still good. We're still good because the Cloud bumps it up, the Nominate bumps it up, we're good to go. And we've still got one turn left of just straight beat down with an additional plus 9,000 strength, so I think we're okay. Look at that strength stat. That's so gross to look at. I wonder if we got this, though, actually. So we come back here. After all our Nominate activations, we activate Kingdom Hearts 3 Nominate Supernova. Then we activate Lingering Will. I think we got it. I think the math works out. I'm pretty sure it does. Yep. There it goes. So even with 2 staple medals, a bunch of nerfed subslots, like, we can still crank it out. So there are definitely ways around this if you're new, or you're just starting, or you're like midway through your game where you've got like a few staples but not a bunch. So there we go. There we go. We got it even with like only 3 subslot, which is actually pretty achievable with all the Kairus that they've been releasing lately. Like, how many subslots are we missing right now? We are missing... We're missing more than half. Granted, it did pull all our tier 10s, I believe. But we tried to crank out the math so that we only had +3 multiplier. Which, if you use all 120 slots, like, that shouldn't be too bad. So let's see. Let me grab my calculator again. So our multiplier is +3.016 divided by 120. So each subslot medal would have to have a +0.25 value, which is tier 8. So on average, you have to be cranking every slot at like a tier 8 almost. Let's see. And like with the draw points banner and stuff like that, like hopefully it's not too hard. Hopefully. We could have used recovery buffing, which would have actually made more value out of our Xion. But that'll... Let me see if I can make a video about that, actually. That could probably help. Let's see. Video... I've got this long-running list of, like, homework for YouTube. Video Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. Close-handed captain recovery buffing. Okay. What's going on in chat? Kyoka, if I was a gym leader, I'd be a poison type, and my team would be Toxtricity. You're really falling in love with Toxtricity. Toxicity, Scolipede, Drapion, Gliscor, Roserade. Ooh, Roserade's a good addition. And Garbodor. Okay, I feel like Garbodor just, like, grew on me as a Pokemon. Like, I know it's just, like, garbage, but, like, I don't know. I think it's kind of cute. I think it's kind of fun. John, that is true. Copy medals are great. My perfectly traded Angelic Amber is still holding strong. Exactly. Exactly. Like, buffers and copy medals. You pull for those strictly because they last you, like, what feels almost like forever. Umbra, considering the whole digital world thing going on in Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, I hope we see 0-1 in the future. 0-1 is one of my favorite Keyblades of all time. It was one of the greatest things to come out of Kingdom Hearts Recoded. Solomon, but back to what I was saying before, if you have low rarity units that still retain value and dupes have a lot of value too, then you have a pretty free-to-play friendly game. Right, exactly. But of course Square Enix is not going to do that for us, you know what I mean? Square Enix will, like, squeeze all the money out of us until we're nothing but bones. Maybe, I don't know. I'm pretty sure the community managers, like, they're awesome. The community managers are awesome, but the company wants to squeeze the money out of us. Gabriel, I prefer ghost or fairy types. I'm sad this week didn't have traits of metals in the Moogle shop. I don't think it did. Yeah, I didn't hear anything about that. But let's go ahead. Let's take our final screenshots for this event. You know what? Let's actually do like a fun kind of little guessing game right now. So, I have a type in my head. If I was a Pokemon gym leader, I would want to be this type. And like low-key, I can't like give anything because I don't really know how to do like sweepstakes and stuff like that, but I will give a crisp webcam high five to everyone who can guess what type of gym leader I would be. And only one type, just one type. Truthfully, there's two I could see myself being. Two. So let me know in the comments, what type of gym leader do you think I would choose to be if I had the option to? What type of Pokemon would I be running? Let's see. When is JP anniversary? It should be in September, like September 4th? Something like that. Kyoka. So people getting upset about a garbage Pokemon always felt silly to me, especially when item Pokemon have been around since game 1. Yeah, like Magnemite. Exactly. Yeah, Magnemite's a bunch of bolts. Solomon, Recoded is one of my favorite games in the series even now. It's just a fun game. Yes, Recoded is a fantastic game, but it could have been any other series. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't have to be specifically Kingdom Hearts because the only relevant thing in Recoded was the finale. That was it. Everything else was just like, oh, whatever. And then it's like, shoot, we messed up. We made all this data, and now we got to invest into the data world in Kingdom Hearts, and like, it just spun everything out of more control. Jockvey, I think the gym needs a new type, like music or something. Ooh, that would be fun. Like Chatot and stuff like that. Alright, y'all, I'll give you 3 more minutes to decide what type of gym leader you think I'd be. And then I'd high five. Again, I don't really know how to give out stuff, so it's going to be a crisp Deadpool high five to everyone who gets it right. Alright, so let's switch to Dark Road. So I'm going to have to do this monthly gem quest. And truthfully, I haven't seen her name in here yet. I was going to do the monthly gem quest for one of my subs, Bethany. Bethany, I think the last name starts with P because she asked me to do it as a stream because I was just going to do it off camera. But she wanted me to do it on stream so that I could help out. Like, I think she needed some help figuring out strategies and stuff like that. So I'm going to wait until I see her in like the chat and everything before doing that. So that's going to be a different stream for a different day. Right now, let's go ahead and switch over to Dark Road and do our wyvern farming. Oh, wait, I think we got a free pull actually in Union Cross. We got our like once a day free pull that they released for Dark Road. All right, I see a bunch of types filtering in. Kitty Cat, what's up? Welcome back to the stream. I think this is my first time seeing you in today's stream, so it's good to see you. Good to see that everything's doing well. Let's see. Okay, so let's head over to our pulls. And I think we got our free pull. Oh, we do still have our free pull. It could be good. It likely is going to be garbage. But, you know, it's fun. It's fun thinking. It's fun thinking that we could draw, like, a Final Fantasy VII Remake now. It's just fun thinking it. But it's never going to happen. Not in a billion, million, quadrillion years. See, that's definitely not it. But let's see if we can hit something decent. Yo, KR3? You know what? I'm not even going to lie. I'm actually happy about this. Like, for those who have been following me for a long enough amount of time, you know that KR3, before the age of, like, illustrated Kingdom Hearts 2 Kairi, was my bread and butter medal. Like, I have such a long history with that medal. That medal was actually the first premium I think I owned 2 of. And I kept them separate. Like, KR3 is such a monumental for me as a player of this game. It was like my best medal for forever almost. Yeah, this is the same KR3. This one right here. Granted, is this the same KR3? No. Because I was like, I think I 7-starred it. Yeah, it had extra attack and aerial, and back in the day, like, -2 general defense was, like, gross. And on all enemies, it was disgusting. This was my bread and butter medal back in the day. It was my damage dealer. It was my buff, like, debuffer. So good. So good. I'm happy. I'm happy about KR3. We didn't get a remake medal, but we can be happy at least. All right, last 30 seconds before I tell you what type of Pokemon trainer I'd be. I see quite a few guesses. All right, let's switch over to Dark Road here. Let's grab our free battle points. Because remember, you got to keep collecting these battle points. And let's go events. See, we've got 26 more tries on this for the day. That's just, oh gosh. Feels bad. How long is this running for? It runs for like a full month, No, it runs for like 2 weeks? Goodness, alright. Oh man, that's going to be a pain in the butt. Okay, but anyways. Let's see. Alright, time's up. So let's see what the guesses are. So, McBiscuit, we've got Heartless type, which doesn't exist, you cheater. KHUX says Dragon. Pizzette says Bug. Gabriel says Electric. John says Ghost. ET says Electric. So we got 2 for Electric right now. Eduardo says Normal. First of all, Eduardo, I think this is my first time seeing you comment. So welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you're here. Jock Faye Fiffing? Jock Faye, what's the type that you wanted to guess? Umbra says Normal. So we've got 2 for Normal, 2 for Electric. Kitty Cat says Psychic. Let's see. KHUX says Psychic. Oh, but you also said Dragon. Pizzette says Fire, Ice, maybe even Dark. They're all wrong. You all actually guessed wrong, which is kind of funny because fighting. So, ooh, fighting because Gallade, I get that. That was a smart guess. So was Psychic. Truthfully, okay, there's only 2 types that I would consider being. Maybe fighting for the sole reason, maybe Psychic fighting because of Gallade specifically. So the first one is Electric. I would have seen myself being an Electric type user, but my brother really likes Electric types. And, like, when I grew up, I was like, okay, we can't all be the same. You know, we all gotta like something different. Like, we can't all be XYZ. So one of my brothers would be a Water type. One would be an Electric type. And naturally, because of evolutions, you'd think I'd be Fire. And I could agree with Fire. It's actually Fairy type. I actually think the Fairy type is actually super interesting. So, let's see here. So these are my Pokemon decks. And the 2 Pokemon decks I have are... So the first one is... Let's actually switch to the webcam. So the first deck I actually own is Pikarom, Electric type. So Electric was a good guess for everyone who guessed Electric type. But the other deck that I run, which unfortunately is dead because they removed Fairy types from the series, is actually Gardevoir and Sylveon. So people got close. Truthfully, I could see myself being an Electric type. I could see myself being a Fire type, a Fighting type. So those were good guesses. I'm surprised no one guessed Fairy, though. Hey, Armin, welcome to the stream. We're actually almost done for the day. We're really just going to do our Wyvern quest, and then I gotta do some work. Electricity is my second choice. Can't it be the same? Why not tag team Electric? Fairy Electric type? That'd be pretty fun.
Gonna be pretty fun as a gym leader. Solomon, my pick for gym leader I enjoy is tough. Wait, like what type of element? Because yeah, I think my top picks, if I had to have a top pick, it would be like fairy, electric. A part of me wants to say psychic, because then I get Gallade and Gardevoir. You know what I mean? Let's see. Pizzette, that's probably the biggest plot twist ever. Nobody got it. No crisp high fives to anybody. John, you play all these card games. Do I play Magic the Gathering? No. Absolutely not. And nothing against Magic the Gathering. Truthfully, it seems like a fun game, and I have a lot of friends that play it. But, like, card games are expensive. And I just feel like I wouldn't have a lot of fun playing Magic. Specifically, I feel like Magic is like a super competitive card game. You know what I mean? And not to say that Pokemon isn't and stuff like that, but like Magic is like really A-tier competitive level. Like, I don't know anyone who plays Magic for fun decks, but all the card games I play are based around like fun decks. Like Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann as a deck is awesome to me. Sword Art Online as a deck, awesome. Persona 5 as a deck, awesome. That's super sweet. Pikarom, awesome. Gardevoir, Sylveon, Guardian, awesome. But like, oh, I play a fire land-based deck. It's like each one of the elements has a type. So it's more like, what's your strategy for playing for Magic the Gathering, rather than like, oh, why do you like playing this deck? Umbra, knew I should have went with your instinct and said Fairy. Did you really think Fairy? Be honest. Don't lie. Gabriel, Mimikyu is just too cute. Mimikyu is like an interesting Pokemon. Still gonna give me the spooks, but like the Pikachu in Pokemon Go is pretty cute. Armin, I'm done with the watermelon event. Not by a long shot. I beat it, but I didn't max out the cards. Pizzette, I never would have thought about Fairy. Armin, mainstream is over. It's still Kingdom Hearts. We're still playing Kingdom Hearts. All right, here we go. Let's do. We got to farm this mission. We got 4 hours left, so. This is definitely the one where I actually have to pay attention because it can actually get kind of tricky. Like picking the right cards and everything. Alright, I gotta focus on curing in a little bit. Let's give ourselves an attack boost here. Nothing about this is good. I don't like anything about this. We're like activating all our cards in the wrong order. Alright, let's get off our cure. Let's activate a magic boost. Oof, all red cards. That's not what we want to see. Okay, so fair warning to the chat. Ooh, let's activate a protect. We need a cure. We need a cure right now. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. We're in such a bad spot right now. We need this cure. Woo, boy. Woo, buddy. All right, we are cutting the wire here. Heal. Ah! Why did we do this to ourselves? I think we're done. I think we screwed up. No! We messed up because we didn't save that cure. We tried to play too fast. Okay, so fair warning to the chat. So, one of the big things on my bucket list of like actually buying, but it's hard because it costs real life money, is an HD Elgato, or an Elgato 60 HD. Wait, another name of it. An Elgato HD60S. So we have an Elgato HD60 right now, which has a latency of like 1 second. So it means that everything I see on my screen here happens a second earlier than what you see on your screen. The Elgato HD60S removes that latency, so everything I see is almost like real-time everything you see. And that's what you see a lot of streamers using nowadays, is the Elgato HD60S. But it costs $180 US. I got the Elgato HD60, just the regular one, for like 130 at the time. I'm trying to remember, but it was cheaper than the S, and I was like, all right, you know, I'm just going to YouTube for fun. So I don't need something super powerful like the HD60S. Let's just level with the HD60. So now here we are, like 1,000 subs later, like so much later into the future. And now I regret not getting an HD60S. So one of the big money investments I have to make in the future is going to be that HD60S. That way what I see is exactly what you see at the same time. So we're down a try. So let's go ahead and Let's try and save our cures for when we need them. So let's save the mini for now. Like, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I thought about, like, you know, opening a Patreon or things like that just so I can have people, like, help donate to this cause. But at the same time, it's like, I'm not gonna make you guys pay for my stuff. Like, I'll make Google pay for it. I'll make it pay through ad revenue. But yeah, that's on my bucket list of stuff. So that way, what I see is just as crystal clear to me as it is to you all. I don't know why I did that. That sequence of cards didn't make any sense whatsoever. Let's throw away some cards here. Let's activate Fire. Let's activate Cure, because we're in a pickle right now. Alright, we need another cure. So now we gotta start prioritizing our cures. We've almost got this enemy down, but let's heal ourselves. Let's cast Protect. And then let's cast Slide Dash. Let's cast Fire, and I think that covers it. No, it doesn't. It gets close, but it doesn't cover us. Alright, there we go. See, once we pay attention and stop being silly, we get it. We get it. Alright, now we gotta just do it 24 more times. Good gravy. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Oh, why did I activate that cure? That was so irresponsible. Let's activate Thunder. Let's activate Fire. Let's activate Protect. Let's activate Cure. Let's activate Potion. Let's activate... Oof, let's activate the Magic Boost, and then let's activate Blizzard. Or I think it's water, actually. I don't know, it's called Blizzard, but it does water damage. Who would have thought that? Alright, let's get some card spinning here. Let's do this. Let's hope... Alright, we got our red card. Let's do this. Let's hope we've got another magic in store. It looks like we don't. Let's cast our blue. Let's cast the magic. Up again. Let's cast Cure. Okay, let's do Dark Break. Let's do Attack. We need a heal right now. We absolutely need a heal card. Okay, that was a really bad activation of stuff. That was a really bad activation of stuff. Ooh, this is bad. We're activating everything out of sequence here. Alright, well, we got our Protect, we got our heal, and that thing's got like 5 HP left, so this should be okay. Let's do Ars Arcanum. Alright, got him. Let's see. Kyoka. If Electric, Toxicity, Electivire, Galvantula kind of freaks me out, honestly. Luxray, Magnezone, Electos. This would be your electric team. I would have Ampharos in there. Ampharos used to be my favorite Pokemon for a while. McBiscuit, me and my buddies play for fun. I have a squirrel deck that consistently makes 1/1 squirrels, a horde of squirrels. I use it whenever someone new plays with us. See, but that's the thing. Like, I feel like fun and magic don't usually correlate. Like, usually for magic players, I feel like winning is what makes it fun. Umbra, not kidding, that was my answer until I thought about Whitney's Miltank wreaking havoc. Honestly, that Miltank, like, wrecked my life back in the day. Like, whenever it used Rollout, I was like, oh my gosh, this is over. McBiscuit, Elgato's pricey stuff. Honestly, yeah, like, I would love to give you guys a 1-to-1 ratio of what I see, like 0 latency. I would love to give you that, if I could afford it. McBiscuit, you can honestly stop once you get 10 kills. You won't get a stat boost until 100 kills comes in. So, I still think it's worth pushing for it, you know what I mean? Like, it just makes it that much shorter. And we're doing fine right now, you know what I mean? We're doing alright. Pizzette, you're going to bed. It's 4:48. 4:48, oh my gosh! Get some sleep. Take care of yourself, please. Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, so the decks I played in Yu-Gi-Oh! And, like, it's funny because I was at a card shop where I picked up that Gurren Lagann stuff. And I was talking to this guy who recently got back into Yu-Gi-Oh! And he's like, yeah, Master Rule 5 came in and killed Link. Like, the big reason I stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Was because Link destroyed all of my decks. Like, I played Turbo Synchro. I played Madolches with the Levier combo. I played Heroes, which were all fusion monsters, which got completely wrecked by cross-linking. And then he's just like, oh yeah, cross-linking got, like, killed by Master Rule number 5. And I'm like, cool, I can play Yu-Gi-Oh! Again. So maybe I'll play more Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know. I really don't think so. Like, it hurt my feelings, so I don't want to go back to it. As silly as that sounds. Alright, we need to get... We need to get our boost going off. Oh, no, we missed out on activating the wizard. That was a mistake. That wizard was like a high priority. Oh, and then we miss it again. Oh my gosh. I'm getting too trigger happy here. Let's heal. Alright, we're gonna need a few more heals to make this work. Oof. We're getting hurt. We're getting hurt real bad. Alright, our protect's got us. Hey, there we go. Umber, if I was a gym leader, I'd be a jerk like Blue and make my team well balanced. That's super funny, actually. That would make you a big jerk. Having Blastoise when the other guy's rocking a Charizard. Dylan, who's my favorite third-party member in Dark Road? Who do I think is the most effective? So I really think this party member changes based on what you need. Truthfully, I think Erd is the most useless one. Being able to only like cast Blizzard when all the magic types matter. So I think Broggy is good if you're falling behind. Like if you're not a super whale, you're missing out on a lot of cards, things like that. If you're falling behind, Broggy's good because it keeps you alive longer. And for people who are like trying to catch up, being alive longer means that you can be more AFK, which is good. In terms of some of the content, Vor is a really good pick because magic, again, like for whoever hasn't noticed this already, for the stats page, Xehanort's magic stat is significantly higher than his strength stat. So the magic cards like the red Nocturne, the blue Rhapsody, the yellow Opera, Ariel, those are all like supercharged cards, especially when you pair it with the wizard. So where was I going with this? Where was I going with this? I was going somewhere with this. Oh, so the third party members. Yeah, so that's where Vor comes really in handy, is if you're playing manually, because then you get that magic boost and your magic does so much more damage. Ermod is really good for the, like, if you're meta level, Ermod is good because he fits in an extra attack, which is really good. That extra swipe that can score more damage. So I would say if you plan on being AFK a lot, Broggy and Hermod based on, again, are you struggling with content? Go with Broggy. If you're doing well with content and you want to just burn through things faster, Hermod is better. If you're playing manual, I'd honestly make the argument that Vor can be really, really good because you're focusing on casting your magic spells. Dylan, just checking in before I drive home from work. No worries. No worries. Good to see you. Kyoka, you are 6+ since you started? That's crazy. You're almost like 50 away, which is pretty sweet. Cynthia has the most balanced team of any trainer in any of the games. Cynthia was also like best girl for like 99 people. Alright, here we go. Let's get back to the grind. None of these cards are good. They all suck. Alright, let's go ahead and cast this. Get our magic stat going. And then let's try and make this work. Let's get a protect going, and let's get a heal going off. Oh wait, why did I do that? That didn't make any sense whatsoever. Okay. Because like the multiplier doesn't matter if you're going for like a tech utility card. See, like that doesn't matter because Goofy's gonna cast protect no matter what. Oh wow, our health is getting real low. Wow, that was really close. Alright. Let's go Dark Break. Let's go Fire. Let's go... I don't want to use my Cure spell like that, but the multiplier was worth it. protect. Maybe we should have used the cure there. Maybe the cure would have been a better option. But now we've got defense. Now we've got magic up. Garbage cards. Goes there. Let's go for a heal. Let's go for this. Let's go for another heal. Go for a good Ars Arcanum there. Thunder. Blizzard. Alright, so let's get a cure going. Let's get the magic up. Let's get that up. Let's go for a heal. Let's go green. Ars Arcanum. Fire. Blizzard. Thunder. And then we'll just settle for a regular attack. Alright, there we go. See, Dark Road is sort of fun when you're playing it manually. Dylan, what do I think of the Leon reprint? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Someone in my Discord did ask if Leon's traits are worth it if you already had Leon, and I would say yes if you don't have another upright power staple. So for example, my upright power staple is Final Fantasy VII Remake Cloud, and I have no intention of needing to replace him, especially with that really outdated Leon. Like, that Leon isn't even good for PvP, which is what he was originally designed for. Ugh, I don't like any of this activation sequence. These are all really bad activation sequences. Let's get a protect going. Let's do a card attack. Let's heal a little bit. Let's get our magic going. Let's get a heal again. Let's do a dark break. And I think this should do it. Alright, there we go. We are just cranking out the Midnight Oil. Let's check the album, because remember, you always want to check the album to update your passives. That's the big thing about the album. Alright, so let's go home. Let's do it again. Jockbay, how often am I going to do the mission? What do you mean how often? I mean, it's a limited number of times in a day. I'd probably do them, like, for all it's worth. I messed that up. I really should have activated the magic boost from the wizard. Come on, red cards. Come on, red cards. Where are my red cards? Oh no, they're all magic spells. Oh shoot, another magic boost. Okay. Let's do a dark break here. Let's do a regular attack here. Oh, I should have activated the dark side, actually. The dark side would have been the smarter play. We messed that up. We should have activated that goofy instead. Let's go Ars Arcanum. And hope we can pull into another yellow. Oh, nuts. We ran out of cards. Okay. Not a problem. Okay, let's go regular attack here. Let's go Ars Arcanum. And let's go Dark Side. Okay, there we go. We're good. Dylan, do you think Union Cross will have a satisfying conclusion? No. 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 Mainly because if it had a satisfying conclusion, it means people could stop playing. And that is not what they want. They want you to keep playing until you're, like, left for dead in the alleyway with no money whatsoever. Jockfay, you're gonna go to sleep. It's 5 a.m. No worries. It's getting late for me too. I actually have to cut the stream soon, even though we've got to play this freaking mission so many more times. All right, let's go Ars Arcanum. Let's go Magic Boost. Or I'm sorry, let's go Thunder. Let's go here. Let's get a Cure going. Let's do the Dark Break. Let's do this Magic here. Let's get a Fire going. Let's get a Kindling going. Let's get a Blizzard going. Let's get a Protect going. And then let's get a Dark Break going. Alright, so let's get a Heal here. Let's get a Dark Break here. Let's clear some of these dumb cards. Let's see. There. Let's go for a Charge Thunder. Let's go for a Heal. Let's go for a Protect. Let's go for a Fire. Let's go for an Attack. Let's go for a Magic Booster. And it's like, once you know the cards that you're looking for, like, you start activating the sequences a lot faster. Like, granted, if you're like me, you might mess up, like, quite a bit. No! Like that, we messed up. We got a little too hasty. And maybe by the end of this poll, or maybe by the end of this stream, we'll do a poll. We'll do a poll for cards. Even though we sort of don't need to, like, I really think you can get by without pulling for cards, but I still think it's, like, kind of fun. Actually, we should have activated the wizard first. Let's heal. Let's do a basic attack, Dark Break, Fire. Let's go for a regular Magic Boost. Let's go for Thunder. Let's go there. Let's go here. Let's do this. Let's touch buttons. Then Dark Break again. We need to watch our health. We're falling low on health here. Yep, but we're good. Dylan, how do I see Union Cross ending in the story? Like, I don't know, they all become Darklings. Scald, Ephemer, they all become Darklings. And lo and behold, it's up to our boy Sora to go save him again. Even though Sora's gotta get saved by Riku in Shinjuku, like, I don't know, I haven't theorized it enough, to be honest. Coden, do I find any reason going past 10 on this new mission? Yeah, I do. Number one, we don't know when the Wyverns are going to come back. That's the first thing, because we don't know if this mission is going to be a recurring thing. Number two, because the passives. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's just say this mission comes out once a month, for example. If it comes out once a month, it means that most people won't reach this until 3 months later. And then we won't reach this until even further. So, I think it's worth it, honestly, just play the mission. And it's for me, it's actually kind of fun, because I, like, have to pay attention, you know what I mean? Otherwise, we just get like, T-boned, like, real bad. Like, I can't just auto it, you know what I mean? I feel like I have more fun when I can't auto this game. Ooh, not where we want to be. Okay. This is how I play. I play it like this. We should not have scrapped that mini card like that. So for those of you who watch Demo, because you should be if you're playing Dark Road, it's definitely fair game to pause the game. This was a strategy thought up by Demo, so I give him 100% complete credit on this. You can pause the game and think about your setup before you do the next thing. So let's do a Magic Boost here. Let's do a Protect here. Let's hope for some blue cards loading in. And we didn't get any. But yeah, you can pause your game, give your move some thought. Don't feel like you gotta rush it, unless you're like me and you're about to die. But yeah, I find this game to be more fun when I'm able to, like, actually play and not just leave it on auto. I really feel like there was, like, a lot of potential with this game that they unfortunately just were like, you know what? Let's make this Kingdom Hearts AFK. here. Go here. Activate these useless cards. Let's get a protect going. Let's get a potion here. Let's get a cure here. We want this thunder to go off, and then we want this fire to go off. And we got quieter because it's getting later, and my neighbors got to be super considerate about, you know, my volume level. So I'm sorry, I'm like a whisper right now. I'm just trying to be a good person. Ooh, all right. If we got hit one more time, that would have been it for us. Iron Creator, I feel like Kingdom Hearts Dark Road killed all your jewels. Yeah, honestly, no mercies. Again, non-mercies are like, they're really bad. They're really bad. They're only mercies if you spend like thousands of dollars and you got like a crap ton of like shop points. Pardon my language. Pardon my French. Let's see. Coden, also a hope for this game. Cards that do things in different slots. Example giving person. See, that could be, yeah, that could be a mechanic. Like if this is in the third slot, it makes it a multiplier times 3. Things like that. Dylan, hate the reload mechanic. Yeah, I hate the reload mechanic in this too. Where are the Fat Bandits? Fat Bandits are rank 3 in Agrabah. And you just gotta like kind of tap in there and then tap out. Ooh, but a Pot Scorpion. Actually, let's go for this Pot Scorpion. Let's see if we can take it. We likely cannot. But we attempt. Ooh, that hurt. That hurt a lot. And we're poisoned. Ooh, gravy. We're in a bad spot. But yeah, the rank 3 missions are random. So it's like the Pot Scorpion's there, the Fat Bandit's there. But yeah, that's where you find them. Let's go ahead and... We're still part of Weenie Hut Jr., so we go down to rank 2. Alright, let's keep farming this mission. Let's do our daily on it, and then we call it a day after that. There we go. I was like, we need one more red card. Let's get rid of the blues. Let's get rid of the reds. Oh, alright, we're good. Coden, there's another effect they can add in the game. Cards that lower cooldown time, like a self buff for X seconds. Yeah, there's so much untapped potential in this game. You know what I mean? They just had to ease people into it, though. That was a mistake. Ooh, we're just activating these all out of sequence. Okay, we definitely would have gotten wiped there if we didn't get that last hit in. And that's why her mod is so good, because that extra hit can mean the difference between life and death. Kyoka, you headed off to bed? No worries. Have a good night. Thank you so much for joining. You've been here like for almost the 2 hours you've been streaming, so thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you catch all 400 Pokemon soon. Let's see, Iron Creator, I'm pretty fast. I mean, you just gotta know what card you're looking for. And from there, you just have to make sure the rest of the cards match, or you, like, wipe out all the cards. Like, let's say you have, like, 3 blue cards, 1 red card, 1 green card, but you want to save, like, the blue cards, you go 1 red, 1 blue, 1 green. You know what I mean? Or let's say you want to activate the boost from the wizard. You just activate the wizard, and then, like, some other 2 random cards. Like, the goal is, if you have a card that you want to save, like a cure card, or you've got a magic card that you want to do the ×2 multiplier on, you wipe out everything that isn't that card. For effects like Goofy, Donald, Genie, Wizard, you want that to be the first card, and then the other 2 cards don't matter. You can use them as, like, ways to clear out the cards so that you keep the ones you want. So for example, okay, let's do this the demo way and, like, slow it down. Okay. So I see that I have a Thunder spell, but I want to keep the green card so that I can get the highest multiplier out of it. So I see that there's 2 blue cards left, so we'll activate the 2 blue cards. Okay, well, that was absolutely wrong. Okay, so now we have 3 green cards, so what we're going to do is we're going to activate our Thunder. And now we see that we have 3 blue cards, 2 green cards. One of those green cards is the Cure that we're going to want to save. So we'll just activate all the blue and maintain the green. Alright, now we've got 3 green cards, 2 red cards. The Cure is one of those green cards, but we also have a Fire spell. So we hold on to the Fire spell and then the other red card, and then we just use our Cure because we just got hit. Okay, so now we've got a Protect red card. We have 4 total red cards. One of them is Protect, which doesn't matter where it goes in the slot. And then we have an Abu. So we want to combo the Protect with the Abu, but we also want to activate that Fire spell. Okay, so now we've got the Protect, and now we've got Ars Arcanum, which is a really good red card. So we're going to want to do Protect like this, because the multiplier doesn't matter for, like, effects like that. Okay, so now we've got 3 red cards, a Cure spell, and a green card. So let's activate the Ars Arcanum here. Now we've got another blue card. Our HP is doing okay, so we'll just activate an attack here, and then we'll activate the Blizzard. So it's like, you just gotta see, and then, like, right there, what I did is that even though Wizard's a blue card, we know that the effect, like, is just the effect. We're looking for the effect. We're not looking for damage on the Wizard. So we don't really care about that, so we just activate it anyways. Now we've got our magic boost, and we've got a reloaded deck of cards, and then, again, we just kind of cycle through it with that direction in mind. So right now we want to let's keep the red cards. You know what I mean? We took a gamble, we kept the red card. But yeah, that's how my thoughts work when playing this game. You know what I mean? You gotta figure out what cards you want to keep and what cards you're okay with throwing away. See, like, right there, I kind of messed up. I really should have kept that dark side because it's, like, one of my strongest. We're in sort of a bad spot right now. And see, sometimes, like, my thoughts don't work that well. Like, I got rid of the Ars Arcanum card when there was another card I could have gotten rid of. And then naturally play with 2 hands. Just because it's easier when you're using both your thumbs. If you can use both your thumbs, respectfully. Oh, we messed that one up. That was bad. Because realistically, you want to keep as many of the same colored cards behind as possible if you're only using an effect. So like there, we kept all the blue cards going. Still only blue cards. We just need 1 blue card. Alright, there we go. Let's go Potion, just get some HP back. Let's go Thunder. Let's go Cure. Let's go Cure again. Let's go Magic. And alright. And then reload. Armed and reload. See, that we messed up. Because we activated the wrong card first. Yeah, we held on to those 2. See, we held on to those 2 blue cards too long. Let's see. Gilgamesh, I'm super late. I can forgive myself. No worries. It's good to just see you. You know, it's good to just see everyone who's like returning. Umbra, wonder when we'll get the higher spells like Firaga and Kiraga. Oh man, that's gonna be its own power creep. That's gonna make people shell out jewels. Dylan, wonder how much more Kingdom Hearts mobile games they'll make. I don't know. If they're profiting off of it, they'll probably make as many as they want. Coden, still thinking of things to add. They can use time-based spells, which would be interesting. Yeah, it would be interesting to have time-based spells, especially since this is like real-time fighting. Iron Creator, I've been grinding away heavy level 27. Nice. Someone's already level 34. I saw that. They literally probably have the game playing like all the time. Gilgamesh, at least I didn't lose any of my streak. I've been joining every stream. Oh, I see you. I see what you're going for. Coden just got to level 28 today. Has been setting up auto when asleep. Yeah, that's such an ace quality play. Dylan, least favorite Keyblade in Union Cross. That's a tough one. Probably the Lady Luck. Probably. Alright, 10 more tries on this, and then we call it a day. Let's save green. Let's continue saving green. And we made the mistake. We made the mistake of saving green. Let's save blue this time. Oh, cool. We got an all green card load. We want the protect. And we get rewarded with a double fire. Nice. Let's get a cure going because our HP is almost halfway. Alright, so let's get an Ars Arcanum going. Let's get a fire going. Let's get a thunder going. We want to reproc our protect. Let's get a dark break. Let's get a blizzard. We got to be mindful of our HP because our HP is dropping again. Let's get a magic boost going. Let's get a cure going. Let's get a mini going. Alright, let's get another mini going. Let's get our protect kicking. Let's get our magic boost going off. Let's get our fire, our blizzard, our let's save. Oh, okay. All right, there we go. All right, let's get a protect going. Save that green card. All right, there we go. Let's activate more. So now we know our green magic card is out. Let's go here. Let's save blue. And then let's go... Oh, no, we messed up. That was bad. That was also bad. That was a really bad call. Oh, wow, all red. It's crunch berries, but it's all berries. Ooh, we're cutting the wire. We are really cutting it close here. Alright, that should do it. Ooh, that was close. That was real close. Gilgamesh, almost level 35. That's pretty sweet, dude. That's pretty sweet. Coden, what level am I in Dark Road? I think I'm level 21. I think. Yeah, I'm only level 21. Dylan, gotta go for the night. Enjoy this as always. You're a great guy. No, you're a great guy. You guys are the ones that make this channel special. Not me. I'm just a face on camera. You know what I mean? I'm just a representative. But it's the community that makes streams great. Otherwise, like... There's like a big difference between like streamers and content creators, and then it's kind of nice being able to be a hybrid of it. So content creators, it doesn't matter who their audience is. You know what I mean? Like they don't have to be interactive with their audience. Streamers have to be interactive with their audience. So being a streamer and being a content creator is a very like special niche thing, because when you're a content creator, it means that your information has to be really good, even though you don't have to interact with anyone. Being a streamer means that, you know, you just have to be entertaining. You have to be entertaining, and you have to interact with people. But you don't necessarily have to be the smartest guy in the room if you're a streamer, because if people enjoy watching you, they're going to watch you for as long as you're streaming. So when you're a content creator and a streamer, it means you've got like the brains of a content creator with the entertainment of a streamer. You put those two things together, and that's how you guys got me. That's how you guys got me. That's how you guys got Smelly. I'm trying to think of other like people I like their content and I like their live streams. Like people like Damo. Damo's really good though because he's really, really, really smart. Like he's really smart. Rick, even though it's so late, you still stop by. Thank you so much. Definitely one of my greatest supporters for the past 9 years of real life. John, do I have a Kingdom Hearts Union cross group of my own? Nah, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. I'm just cool chilling, you know, having a Discord, having you all talking there, having you all on stream, being in the comments section with y'all. So, no, not yet. Maybe if we get a little bit bigger, but like, nah. We're cool, just chilling because we're having fun. You know what I mean? If I could say the most important part about doing any of this YouTubing stuff, it's that I'm having just a lot of fun, and I'm really, really grateful that it's not just sucking the life out of me. All right, I think I do. How many tries? I have 8 tries left. All right, let's just try and burn through these tries, just because we actually have work we gotta do tonight. So I gotta be responsible. I still gotta get the work done. I still gotta make sure I have enough time to do it. So let's try and be efficient here. Ooh, only red. Okay. Let's try for only green now. There we go. I want the protect. I want the protect because it saves us. It saves us like health. All right, let's go Ars Arcanum. Let's go mini because we need a heal. Let's try and save green. Oof, that was a mistake. We should have saved blue there. We gotta save red. See, and then we messed up there. We picked the wrong card. We need a heal. We need a heal right now. We've got 3 hits left until he takes us out. That was close. That was dangerously close. Ooh, that was real close. Lemon, where do I find the Discord? It's right there. It's underneath the chat. Or underneath the screen, that way. So it's something I actually just got recently, and I still haven't played around with it quite yet. So YouTube gives you a lot more stuff when you hit 1,000 subscribers. And one of the things that I can do now that I have to program is I can make that button under my screen, I can make it clickable now. So I gotta learn how to program it. Again, there's a lot of stuff YouTube gives you after you hit 1,000 subs that I still gotta mechanically figure out how to do. But one of the things now is I can add like cards, which are links on the screen that you can now click. So before 1,000 subs, you can't click anything on the screen. But now that we've hit 1,000, I can make that Discord button actually a button and not just an image on the screen, which is pretty sweet. I still gotta figure out how to do that though. These get kind of tight sometimes. These get kind of difficult. It's like I see my HP bar just like dwindling. Oh, we should have saved green. That's because we didn't pay attention to what cards were left in the deck. This is a bad spot to be in. This is a real bad spot to be in. Where's our cures? No! We had the cure lined up. We had it lined up, but we couldn't get it. Alright, let's get this protect going. Let's get this magic boost going. Get an Ars Arcanum here. Let's save blue. Keep saving blue. Keep saving blue. Activate blue. Now we activate green. Do we have red left? Oh, we don't have red left. Okay. Fresh out of red. Alright, now we need cure cards. So let's save green. Let's go here. Let's go here. Hope for a blue card. We got the blue card. Let's activate that. Save some red cards. Activate red. Magic boost. Activate blue. We need another heal, like, right now. We've only got 2 hits left, and we're about to get, like, hit right now. No! No, we activated out of order! We completely botched that up. Completely botched it up. Alright, now we're getting a little hasty here with our card activations. Ooh, that was close. That was real close. Alright, 4 more left. Alright, let's get rid of these. Let's go green. Let's save for red. Activate red. Activate red again. Activate protect. Let's go here. Maybe we should have healed there. We'll find out if we regret it soon. Alright, get our magic boost going. We gotta cure. We gotta heal. We're like dangerously low in health. Alright, we've got 3 hits left until he just schools us. So we go here, activate red. We got the magic. We've got the magic in me. Ars Arcanum. Alright, we're good. Iron Creator. Love the Starlight Keyblade. It's so starry. It's like that one SpongeBob joke that's just like, there's a fishy smell that smells fishy. We should also be paying attention and not guffawing. What are we saving green for? We don't care about it because of the cure spell. Ooh, thunder. Let's save blue. Ah, no more cards. Okay. Fire. Dark break. We gotta go for blue here. There we go. Blue. We got a heal going. We got another heal going. Do we have even the green one? Okay, we still do. We still do. Let's go here. Do we have the red one? No, we don't, but it's okay because our last card's a magic boost. Okay. Let's see. We gotta get rid of green here. We gotta heal, like, right now. Like, right now. We really need this heal. Oh, nuts. Joshua, the Starlight Keyblade is not that great. It's not that great, but it is the stable Keyblade of Union Cross. So it's got, like, the highest sentimental value out of all the Keyblades in Union Cross. Gilgamesh, you got Key Scene 2 and Key R2 twice. That's awesome. I'd have to spend all my shop points to get one copy of Key R2. Scarf, what's up? Joshua, what's up? We're actually about to finish the stream soon. Alright. That one was close. We literally died by 3 HP, and that's why your passives are important. Alright, let's activate a Protect. Let's get rid of just useless cards we don't need. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Big oofs. Let's get that potion going. Alright, Dark Break. We want to save for green now. Oh, we had to use the Tinkerbell that way. That feels bad, Town. Ooh, these are all good cards. These are all good utility cards. Even more utility. Oh gosh, that was bad because that was like utility and damage rolled into a deck. We just need one magic card. One magic card to seal the deal. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. Woo! That was close. All right, how many more do we got? We're running out of gas, y'all. This is the last one. All right, let's end on a good note. Let's heal some more. Got Protect going. Got a Dark Break. Got to heal again. Where's all our magic cards? Ah, there's one of them. Oh, right when we get rid of all the, right when we get rid of all the colors. Okay. Let's get a heal going. Save the green card. Now we use the green cards. So let's get the red cards out of here. Let's save the green cards. Activate green. Nice. Alright. Alright, let's go. Let's see what's going on in chat one more time before we head out. Let's see. Gilgamesh. I wish Tweety the animation came earlier. Yo, if they had another campaign for The World Ends With You, I'd be down. I'd be super down. Umbra, nah, I wish it gets the proper time it needs. The animation isn't terrible. They look so soft. They look so squishy. Like, one thing I liked about The World Ends With You as a game was that they were like really sharp edged, you know what I mean? I thought that looked really cool. John Lemon, you're out to bed. No worries. Have a good day. We're actually about to head out to, I don't think I want to do a poll, truthfully. Like, the polls in this game are like garbage. Like, I think you should get enough cards to get you rolling. Truthfully, if I could have one card right now, it would be the Ariel card. But right now, we're just saving the jewel, save them up for Union Cross. And that's the smart play. Again, there's no mercies in here. So you can pull forever and potentially not get Key R2. Which is like the best card in the game right now. But yeah, we gotta sign off right now. It's super duper late. I'm sure my neighbors are sleeping. So that is all for now. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave them down in the comments below, and I'd be happy to answer when I have the time. If you'd like to join my Discord, again, I'm gonna try and figure out how to program that button right over there so that it's an actual button, but that's gonna come later down the line. So that's all for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, until next time, take it easy.